Welcome to the last pre-draft show for Ranting and Raving. We're going to take a look at what I think is the perfect first three picks for the Saints. Now, getting all three of these players would probably require some trading, but since it's my perfect draft, I'm assuming that each of these three players will fall to the Saints at picks 29, 40, and 71. Ideally, for me, this would be the draft that would add the most playmaking, most and best immediate impact, with also providing players with the highest possible ceiling. So there's my criteria. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first pick. It would be Adetomiwa Adebawore. I probably butchered that. I'm calling him AA. Other people call him Tommy. Whatever you call him, dude's a freak. Athletic monster, incredible athleticism, but not the kind of athleticism that just shows up at the combine. He has the kind that shows up on tape. He's got really good power. He's a mobile, fluid athlete, but the number one reason why he's my top target in the first round is he plays with a relentlessness and a motor and a tenacity and a ferocity and pick your superlatives that this defense needs, especially at the defensive tackle position. He's certainly not a flawless player. You're not getting that at pick 29, or even if they had to trade up to get him. But the combination of his measurables, his potential, but also what I think is a very reasonable floor as a pass rusher at the defensive tackle position who has some ability to play outside and can allow you some versatility to do some things with him. If he's there at 29, I think you sprint to the platform. And like I said, even if they traded up to like 22, 23 to grab him, I really wouldn't have a problem with it. I think he's going to be a really good player in the league. The next guy on the pick, the next pick on the clock would be at number 40. It would be Darnell Washington out of Georgia. If he is there at 40 and the Saints don't take him, I'm going to be pissed. I am incredibly high on his potential. I think your worst case scenario with him is you get a very, very good blocking tight end who occasionally makes splash plays, which I'm perfectly fine taking in the second round. But I think it is more likely that you get a very good blocking tight end who makes one or two explosive plays a game and could evolve into 2 or 3 years down the line. Tight ends take longer to develop, so I don't expect this to happen right away, but I do expect him to make a year one impact. I could see him being a hot commodity, no name top guy at the tight end position, especially if Derek Carr is still the quarterback, and the Saints are still running, Pete Carmichael's version of Sean Payton's offense. This is just a perfect fit. Couldn't really do much better than this. If he's there at 40, I'm grabbing him. And the last guy is Devon Achane. The Saints need explosiveness. They need a dynamic element in the run game, as well as in the passing game, the run pass game. But one thing they've really needed here for a few years is a guy who can simply, regardless of the angle the linebacker or safety takes, win the rep by just getting to the spot first, get to the second level, and make explosive plays. He absolutely brings that. He's definitely a change of pace back. He's a complimentary back. Early in the year, he would complement Jamal Williams. Later in the year, he would complement Jamal Williams and Alvin Kamara. Down the line, regardless of what they do with AK, he fits as part of a 3-back, as part of a 2-back. He's certainly not the main guy, but if he's there and they take him, I like his skill set and fit with the rest of this roster. Probably the most of the guys that I think are reasonably going to be there. There's a lot of different running backs I would be perfectly fine with in the third or even the fourth round, depending on how the board went out. But this is definitely, for me, My top guy. I just love how explosive he is. I think he brings a lot of the same elements that Jahmyr Gibbs brings. But if I'm getting Jahmyr Gibbs, I'm not getting AA, and I'm also not getting Darnell Washington most likely. So to get all three players, I think that you are definitely having a home run draft if you get all three of these guys. So this is what I'm hoping for over this weekend. Am I going to get what I want? Probably not. Am I okay with that? Well, we'll find out next week after the draft, and I talk about what we actually drafted. Which, knowing Mickey and DA, they'll probably take two safeties in a corner because they're morons. But who knows? Maybe they'll do nice things. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and if you enjoy the content, subscribe. More will be coming soon.